From America's heartland, we've got nighttime baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Frank Fleming steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gonzalez giving chase. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one.
Alex Gordon will stride in. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday.
Hey, now we got 2.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Fleming has a beat on it. And that's the third out. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. Stepping in, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lyles comes set. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, there's another first pitch strike right there. And, you know, he's gotten ahead of every single batter he's faced so far. And that's a big reason why he's getting these good results.
Tap fouled at home plate. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Hey, and a good curveball. Frank Fleming will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. We've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Into the seats, 0-1. Lyles steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Mariners strike for a run. It's now a 2-1 score.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run.
Christian Colon digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
1 out. We got 1.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Fleming. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right fielder.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Frank Fleming. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he didn't like that first call, and now he's way off kilter on the second pitch. It's been a rough AB for him so far.
He pulls this one into right. Gonzalez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that,
MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday Night Baseball brings us to Kansas City, Missouri, and Kauffman Stadium. Frank Fleming will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Another look here.
Leading off the inning, Frank Fleming, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Ventura has his target. Here's the pitch.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh? Nope,
and he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Let's go.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Come on, let it fly right here.
A little bouncer, but it gets fouled.
That ball's foul.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Frank Fleming will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
Hey, have a rip at it up
no
there,
runs,
huh?
3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Chopped foul right at home plate.
Come on, big guy.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Into the box now, Dexter Fowler. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fleming is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Alex Gordon stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Fleming racing back. Gone!
One out. You got 1.
Digging in, Danny Valencia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Fleming is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Frank Fleming will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the night, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Throw on to first for the out. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one. We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Frank Fleming will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Fowler moves over, and that retires the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. And settling in now, Dexter Fowler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. This one's blooped out toward right center field. In there, a base hit.
Cajon! Nobody!
Christian Colon will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Fleming will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. And with that, here's a look at the...
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Pulled toward right center field. Fleming has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Eat it! Eat it!
And with a quick breather, Frank Fleming
Come on, right
is
here,
at the
one
plate
time.
now,
Here we
flied
go.
out in his first at-bat.
The center fielder.
Peralta pauses. First pitch on the way.
Ball that's outside.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Up top, it's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Lined hard toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow, tough play.
And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Oh, this is just a very tough play here in the outfield. A lot of times you're going to see the ground jar the ball loose, but he looks this one in all the way, lays out, and winds up.
Dusty Coleman steps in now, just hoping for something to go his way. And as you can see, that has not been the case in recent days. Swing and a little blooper to center. Fleming moving in. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody.
Frank Fleming gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mariners leave a couple. They lead it 4-0. Salvador Perez in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Hey, fellas, hold him right here.
Hernandez comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Fleming is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Frank Fleming will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And he takes ball 1.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
That evens it up 1-1. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Line drive, base hit left field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Drive that pitch, huh?
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. David Wright will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Christian Colon comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
Fleming on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. Frank Fleming takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Ball inside.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Still no thought of a challenge here as they'll run it to 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Here you go. Need you right here.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
First baseman number 23.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-1, here it is. Outside, 2-1.
Even though this is still just a 1-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Ball 3.
Missed with a knuckle curve there, and now it's 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door? MLB The Show ball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Frank Fleming will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Eric, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip, so lately they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but they could be ready to break out right here.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first. Frank Fleming is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen someday.
the ball.
And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a great throw from the outfield.
Posed.
So 2 runs on 4 hits here. Greg Chavez will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin playing. Swing and a little blooper to center. Fleming coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Frank Fleming is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Ball that's
A
outside.
fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two and 0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th. Nelson Cruz steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run.
Center fielder number 24.
Frank Fleming steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Taken high and deep to right. Francisco ranging back to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as this lead got even wider.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure.
Frank Fleming will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ronald Francisco will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Fleming has a beat on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Leonis Martin will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Lifted the other way to left center. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. Around second. He'll try for third, and he is in there. Frank Fleming is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the fifth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Ball inside.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Simple throw over there.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away.
Here we go.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Swinging a high chopper. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors.
Hey, let's hold him right here.
Billy Burns strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Geyer on the move. 2 gone. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 are...
A fine afternoon to enchinal pastime at Seattle's Safeco Field. Today, the 3rd and final game. Frank Fleming will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games.
Let's go right here.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitter sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time, ball 3.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Josh Fegley will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Easy fly ball into shallow center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Frank Fleming comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Digging in to try it again, Nelson Cruz. He drew a walk his first time up. Over to first, Gray. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Keeping him close.
2 out with the man at first. And again a throw. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
And another throw over.
safe.
And the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's going.
He's running towards second. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely.
Keeping an eye on him.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
And again a throw, a dive, but he's back.
Just checking.
A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Josh Fegley will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
1-1, here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Reddick giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Frank Fleming will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Gray sets. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that's going to land foul.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
That misses 1-2.
Your pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good
He
piece,
takes
huh?
strike
Let's go.
3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger in there. Frank Fleming digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Here's a high pop-up. Semien camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2. Josh Fegley comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Now that's popped up. Marte settles under it near second, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made...
Leonis Martin will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, and he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Good work there out of
Attaboy.
Frank Fleming stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
And it was a breaking ball that seemed to fool him and induce that pop-up last time, so he may see a steady diet of those right here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there, kid.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Hey,
Well,
no
things
one
are
better
starting
right
to
here.
spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Stephen Vogt will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Fleming is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out?